Did you know that once upon a time, children were kept far away from politics? In fact, as kids, we dare not even whisper about JLP or PNP in the house. If we did, a stern look or even a whipping would quickly remind us politics was for adults only. But fast forward today, the children of this generation are not silent. They are loud, they are bold, and they are all over social media, proudly showing which side they support, even though they are far too young to vote.
POV, when Dema try buy you out.
Why can I want a PNP bun?
Yeah. Yo, come here, come here. Me I buy you one drink there. Come here. Yo, come here. Me I buy you out. Yo, me I buy you out. Come here. Me I buy you out. Me I give you 2 business ton PMP. Here. 2 business ton PMP. No, yeah. Come. Me I give you 2 business ton PMP.
Yeah.
The question is, what does this mean for Jamaica? Now, back in the days, parents kept politics away from their kids. Why? Because politics was dangerous. Politics was violent. It divided community. It was seen as a world too dirty, too risky for innocent young minds. But today, the walls have come down. Social media has opened the floodgates. And for the first time in Jamaican history, children are a part of the national conversation in ways never seen before.
I live alright? Yeah. I'm gonna tell your grandmother.
What's that for you, son? Just stop.
No.
Pass him out.
What's
Say what's that do?
Yeah, yeah, what?
Yeah, right.
So how did we get here? Why are kids so deeply involved in politics today? There are many reasons. First, there is social media. Children grow up with smartphones in their hands. They don't just hear politics on the radio like back then. They see it, they share it, they interact with it. Politics in Jamaica is colorful, musical, almost like entertainment. Campaign songs, rallies, dances, all of it appeals to young people, even those who don't understand the policies behind the noise. Unlike the past, they now broadcast those loyalties online, declaring them proudly to the world. And finally, awareness. Today's youths are grown up in a Jamaica filled with challenges, crime, unemployment, poor schools, rising prices. They see it, they feel it, and even though they can't vote yet, they want their voices to be heard. But here's the thing. Children in politics are a double-edged sword. On one hand, it can be inspiring, a sign that the next generation is engaged, informed, and not afraid to speak up. Because many of these kids are not engaging with facts, they are repeating slogans. They are not studying policies, they are picking colors. And too often they are used as props, waving flags and chanting party lines they don't fully understand. So we must ask, are we raising politically aware citizens or politically loyal soldiers? Jamaica has a history with this. Back in the 70s and 80s, children in garrison communities grew up knowing exactly which party controlled their neighborhood. Schools, sport teams, even the corners were branded by colors. Children learned early who was friend and who was enemy. Not because they understand policies, but because survival demanded loyalty. And so many of these children grew up not as independent thinkers, but as soldiers in a tribal war. We cannot afford to repeat that history. But let's not ignore the positives. Today's children are also showing that they can be thoughtful, curious, and passionate about real issues. We see it in high school debates where teenagers stand tall, dissecting government policies with sharp intelligence. We hear it in youth forums where students demand safer schools, more jobs, better health care. We watch it in community projects where young people say we want change and we won't wait for the adults to deliver it. These voices give us hope. They prove their politics doesn't have to be tribalism, it can be progress. So here's my take. The involvement of kids in politics is not something we can stop. The world has changed. Internet has changed everything. The question is not whether children should be involved. The question is how. If kids are only exposed to partisan politics, to colors and slogans, they will inherit the same tribal divisions that have held Jamaica back for decades. But if you use this moment to teach them real civic education about democracy, responsibility, and love for our country, then maybe, just maybe, we can break the cycle. Once we were silenced as children, today the children are speaking louder than ever before. And while they may not carry a voter's ID, their voices already shape our culture, our conversation, and our future. So let us not silence them, let us guide them. Because tomorrow, these very children will not just be waving flags or dancing to campaign songs. Tomorrow, they will be voters. Tomorrow, they'll be leaders. Tomorrow, they'll be the ones deciding the destiny of Jamaica and the future of this island. Rest in their little hands. One Daily TV, I'm out.